Okay, so the first step of making a good drop beat is finding a good melody. I'm gonna look through a few melodies for a little bit right now. I like this one, so I'm just gonna download it and then import it into FL Studio. Okay, now it's in FL Studio. It should be in the right pace. It's at 140 BPM. If it's not gonna be at 140 BPM, it will be out of time, so you want to make sure that you're always keeping yours out of time. The BPM should be told you on looperman.com. That's like where I got this melody. If you want to go there, if you ever want to make beats or anything like that, you don't have to learn how to make melodies to get stuff from Looperman. I make my own melodies like 80% of the time, but sometimes if you're feeling uninspired, you can do it but it's very time consuming. First thing I'm going to place, I have my own drum kit. With my own like little sounds that are my favorites. I'm gonna place a clap, or you want them to play on the 3 of every 4 measures. And then I'm gonna play some hi-hats next. I'm just gonna play on what sounds best. I like to alternate velocities. Velocities is how hard the drum is struck. That creates a little bit of bounce. I think I'm going to replace this clap with a snare. This is what we have so far. Now what I'm doing is a basic 2-step pattern for hi-hats. It's going to layer over on top of the top hi-hat, where I have everything all ready in a pretty good pattern, just to add a little bit more texture. I like to lower the hi-hats a couple notes just so it creates some texture in the hi-hats more. So this is what the hi-hats sound like. Cool. Now I'm gonna play this again. Here I'm looking for the root note, so once I place 808s, they'll be in key. This is what the root notes are. Cool, now that's what that sounds like. With the root notes there. I'm going to place my 808s. I have kind of yet to figure out what sound I want to use. But I usually like 808s kind of like this. I got this from the Metro Boomin drum kit and just kind of put it in my own. Most of these drums are just compilations of drums that I got from other places that I enjoy. So I'm going to raise this up an octave so I can use those ghost notes here as a reference. Sometimes if things don't sound right from the root note, you can just deviate it and see what sounds best. Play it by ear. I'm going to place an 808 slide here So it slides the 808 up. I think instead I'm gonna place it over here. Sometimes I like to cut 808s and stop them dead right at where the snare hits. I think it adds a little bit of bounce. I think that's a little bit too long of a pause, so I'm gonna put to pause right here. Make sure that 808's at good volume. I want to place a nice little kick to layer right over that. So it might sound cool, I don't know. You really like it's a good idea to layer kicks on top of your 808s just to give your 808s a little bit more punch. I'm going to edit the envelope real quick right here. I'm going to set the hold to really high, sustain and release to low, and add just a little bit of attack just to give the 808s or the kicks on top of the 808s a little bit more room. So when you can hear the kicks on top of them a little bit better. Because the 808s have a pre-built-in kick on them sometimes. Like this one. Now I'm going to search for some perks or rims that I can put on top of there. Maybe some open hi-hats. You always want to make sure to save your work so you, just in case anything crashes, you don't want to lose everything. I've done that so many times, it's not even funny. Searching just for like sound effects or Vox that I can throw in there to make it sound cool. I like to put a crash at the start of every thing here. Adds a little bit of resolution, I think. Now, as you've seen, I'm probably dragging these to a certain number. These are attributed to their mixing. The mixing channel right here, this mixing channel kind of helps you mix all your drums together and make them sound better. So I'll play it one time without mixing. And then once I'm done mixing, I'll play it one time with mixing. Mixing is a little bit more complicated, so I'm not going to show you guys that stuff. This is just a basic composition. So this is what it sounds like. And then without mixing, I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to probably time-lapse this mix. Alright, this is with mixing real quick right here. I'm going to play it one more time. If you can't really hear a difference, it's because you don't have the mixing here like I do. Because you haven't been producing for like several years, which is understandable. Now I'm gonna compose this real quick. Composition is also a thing for another video. Honestly, you really need to like... Producing is not well, it's not beginner friendly, so it's kind of a hard field to get into. I can't make several videos. That'll take me several minutes, and I will not be able to cut that down into like a 5 to 10 minute video. So I'm just gonna do this for now, and I'm just gonna loop it over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm probably gonna put this in the background music as the video ends.